Hey guys, how ya doing? I'm here to give you guys a recap on the new episode of Boku no Hero Academia 3rd season, which is on episode 8. Now, this episode right here was actually pretty slick. Next week is where things are about to get really crazy. I mean, those of you guys who are manga readers and up to date with it, you will know what I'm talking about. Those of you anime onlys, that's just a little minor spoiler of you better fasten your seatbelts because you're gonna flip your you're gonna flip your emotions or flip your chair once you're done once you get and possibly done with next week's episode. I am telling you right now, you will flip your chairs, and I look forward to see how anime the studio gonna handle this. So, if anything else, let's just get this started. We have to it that after the opening, people are talking about having to rescue Bakugo, you know? Of course, many of them did give out some pointers. Even Shoji with multiple arms says we can't just act on our emotions. Of course, Tokoyami's like, yeah, as much as I can say I would love to help the guy, I just can't do it. And we see to it that whatchamacallit, Froppy or Suyu-chan says you know, you're breaking the rules just like the same as the villains, makes you no better. And we see to it that after Kirishima gives his knowledge to Izuku by saying, we're gonna meet up tonight. Remember, if you have a decision to make, you could do it. And later on, Midoriya ends up having an exam on his arms, and we get to know that he has pushed his arms beyond their limits another time again, and the doctor warns him if you keep doing this 2 or 3 more times, you may have to live without the use of your arms at all, which really frightens Midoriya right now. I'm thinking in my mind, I guess this is really natural. I mean, there are times where people could actually push the limits and later on their wounds will heal up, but we all know Izuku or Deku, that he has been breaking his limits beyond, and even though it hurts, he still does it just to save people, etc., which is very admirable because because we all know Izuku, he'd rather see the safety of the other people before himself, which is really good, but sometimes those comes at consequences, such as a doctor warns Izuku if you keep this up a couple more times, your arms will not be able to be mobile again. So that's when Midoriya takes that to heart and wants to be careful. He does have a little small talk with his mother, of course, while other heroes, pro heroes, are being summoned to a certain mission. As for Kirishima, Todoroki, Midoriya, and Momo-chan having to meet up with each other, we have two that Ida ends up showing up too and says, you guys are still going to go with this? You do understand what you guys are doing is really going to cause so much more trouble later, right? Because UA is already in a bad position right now. Not to mention, if we do this right now, we might make the reputation worse than it has to be. And we have to it that, of course, Midoriya says, yes, I understand how you feel here and there. Of course, Ida does punch him, telling him that you guys telling me that you don't really care about how I feel. And we have to it that they are still set on stone to save Bakugo. And we see to it that that Ida decides to come with them because he's not going to allow them to take on this matchup alone. And we see to it that Momo-chan and Ida will be the ones to restrain them should they really try to go fight or something, which they seem to understand. And we see to it that eventually that they arrive at the city, but they had to go into disguises just in case. But they also see a apology video from UA, and they're trying to make another way how to allow UA students to be more safe. But we have to it that, of course, that many of the people who watched the apology video that Aizawa Sensei made is not taking it. They go what are you talking about? Aren't hero schools not supposed to take on Aren't hero schools supposed to keep students safe? It looks like to me they're failing right now. Even right now, people are criticizing UA right now because of what happened. I mean, think about it. The attack on the attack on Class 1A when they were going to training like at the beginning of the year, and now it's like the attack on the camp, and then certain attacks happening here and there. It's already like causing a major mischief and chaos right now, especially when they're criticizing UA. And we see to it that Shigaraki asks his fellow subordinates in the villain squad, like, why do you think UA is being criticized right now? And we have to it that Spinner explains like because after they got compensated, that's when they stopped being heroes. That's the reason why that these things are happening. That's Stain's teaching. And we see to it that Shigaraki says, you know, I'm really trying to like prove to the world like what's justice, what's a hero, etc. And of course Shigaraki wants to like have Bakugo join them. Of course Bakugo does not say anything. It can only listen in total like aggravation, like total annoyance. And we see to it that Shigaraki asks Dabi to remove his bindings as a way to like scout Bakugo. Of course, like want to treat him as an equal. Of course, when Shigaraki is approaching Bakugo, Bakugo does like punches twice out of the way, which Dabi asks him to remove Bakugo's bindings, and Bakugo hits Shigaraki with this explosion quirk, and he goes like, man, you guys just keep rambling on, not knowing how to summarize things up, you know? So, basically, we want to harass people, so join us, right? And of course, Bakugo made his declaration by saying, not gonna happen, bro. The one I look up to is All Might, and every time I see that guy like fight, I like the fact that he still wins to the end. That's why I'm gonna still be bent on becoming a hero of my own time. And we have to it that Shigaraki looks at the hand that got dispelled from his face, that fell off from his face onto the floor, and he goes like, Oto-san, and ends off there. Preview next episode doesn't show a lot, but all I can really say is that to all anime onlys, really though, fasten your seatbelts. And I know I'm being all cringy and positive about this series, but I can't really contain my excitement, etc. here and there, you know? So, series is still entertaining to the most, and even though, like, yeah. Until then, looking forward to the next episode. I'll see you guys later, alright? I'm off for Zero, people. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot-toot!